Get out of my way. It's the coach. This is the 2000.
Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Offensive starters, here they are. David DeCastro, what do you think about him, Charles?
Brandon could not have been better trained at Stanford. So well schooled in the run game and the pass game, and especially in pro principles. David DeCastro could be an all-pro in the years to come.
From the 30 on second down, Newton. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Newton. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. First carry for James Conner.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Newton. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On 2nd and 12, Newton. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds McDonald. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. We got 4. Let's go. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now Minshew. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, and his pass incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Newton, sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. Well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a 1st down. Fournette, a 1st down carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a look at the defensive starters here for the Steelers. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
On 2nd down now, it's Hughes. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. A quick pass out to Juju. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14.
Let's go, baby.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, a pitch and catch caught by McDonald. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Out of the gun is Minshew. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start the drive with Samuels. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Newton rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Fournette on the counter. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton complete to Washington. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Newton. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. On 1st and 10 is counter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Counter. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, Samuels. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They fake the give. Newton. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On second down, it's Hughes. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he completes it to Westbrook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Newton on first down. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Newton. Washington's got it. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on second down. Newton, he'll run it.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Newton now 15 out of 17 through the air. Only 2 incompletions. It's first down. From the gun, here's Newton. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10.
50, plant.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you.
You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Come on, set.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Push it back. Push it back.
At the 45-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Minshew. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Throwing on second and 14. Minshew, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. Minshew sets to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. On second and 9, Newton. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Newton now to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That'll be a 47-yard punt officially, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They start the drive with Connor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. From the gun on third down, Newton. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 6 yards in the first down. On first down, it's Samuels. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Newton. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. This is Connor. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's complete to his running back, Connor. The third down run gets him nothing.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Newton, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll run on first down. Connor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton with a catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Again, it'll be Connor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Newton to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time you had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
I can't believe they even let you play. Let's go, Mike.
From the 41, Minshew. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew looking for his running back, and he's got him. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Completes it to Lee. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's Minshew. A bullet throw, but incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Minshew. And this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. On 2nd down now, Samuels. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Conner. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
This is taken at the 18. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Here's Conner, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So possession goes over here on the punt. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest